Thank you so much for tuning in to San Diego Market Movers Question of the Week. I have a wonderful guest with me today, Ann Schreiber, and it is an honor to have you in our studio. You're such a busy woman, so thanks for joining us.
Oh, thank you. It's my pleasure.
I love having you. So I want to talk about ADUs because just recently, San Diego had announced that we can have, I think, up to 4 ADUs on our property, right? And with that new ADU law, how do you think it's going to affect San Diego communities?
Well, I think it's going to be awesome.
Okay.
And it's interesting that you asked this because literally I have two very good friends and past clients that are both putting ADUs on their properties right now. So one in the Lakes, which is in 92127, and they have the properties, the Sterling Heights community, they have these massive yards. And then another family that purchased in the estate several years ago, and they're both putting in like 1,200 to 1,400 square foot ADUs, like
great size,
second homes,
right?
Essentially, second small homes on their properties,
right?
And so it's going to do a couple of different things. It's going to definitely raise property values in the neighborhoods where they're present, because as you know, square footage coded, you know, more ADUs built to code, right? You have to be built to code. And with permits, so if you're throwing them up with, you know, Uncle Sam or Uncle Bill, you know, and you're not getting the proper permitting and everything, that's going to be a different story. But with proper permits and built to code, you know, that's square footage is worth a lot of money.
Sure is.
So that's one of the first things that we're going to see is a raise in property values overall because they're going to be targets in the neighborhood. You know, one of the things that is going to happen, there might be some additional traffic in neighborhoods that people didn't really anticipate, just because there's going to be more people on each plot of land. But in general, San Diego really needs the housing, both from a rental perspective and from a purchase perspective. So I'm really excited about it. I mean, some of it is because the season of life I'm in, like most people, I have high school and junior high kids, but a lot of people my age have kids entering college and they're already thinking about the next season. And the family I was talking to yesterday said, you know, they've got 5 kids, they have a lot of kids, and they said, if our kids come back to San Diego, they're not going to be able to afford to buy or live anywhere. So since we have this space, we want to create it. So that it's there for them, and they can have some privacy to get their families off the ground when it's time.
That's fantastic, and to help this housing crisis that we have, we're so low inventory and too many people.
Yeah, I mean, I see it as only a plus. I don't see how there's much downside to it at all.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much for your valued opinion and joining us at San Diego Market Movers Question of the Week.